So the seated dumbbell shoulder press, as the name suggests, it is a shoulder movement. One of the main bits with this is we want to stay nice and vertical. The further I lean back, the more this becomes a chest exercise. So far, if I go flat, we know it is a chest exercise. It's a chest press or a bench press. The difference as we get more and more vertical is we see more and more deltoid work. With these benches, some of them will come fully bolt upright, some of them have a slight lean back. This one, for example, has a bit of a lean back. That can be okay, but if we're being really strict with the shoulder, I want to be as upright as I can. So what I'm actually going to do is sit myself forwards on this. Downside is it requires a little bit more stabilization. The positive is it works a little bit more of the shoulder, takes out some of the clavicular part of the chest from getting involved within this. I then grab the dumbbells. As these get heavier, you will see people help shift them in position with their knees. That's absolutely fine. Or you can get someone to pass them to you. I'm going to sit myself, as we've said, bolt upright. In this position here, I want my elbow underneath my wrist, just like I would in a press up, just like I would in a bench press. It allows my elbow to drive in a straight line through the weight. If the weight is too far out to the side or too far in, we lose that line of force a little bit and make it a less efficient movement. But from here, I'm just going to press and squeeze up together. These things should finish above my head, somewhat in line with my ears. I then bring it back down. As I come down to this position, I only come as far as I can still control with my shoulder. If it comes too low, this starts to disengage, and I kind of almost have to push it back up into position. None of this moves. As I press up, again, this finishes in line with my ear. My arm is stacked in a straight line above this thing, and my ribs haven't lifted in order to cheat into that position. This can stay locked down, and I've got this range of movement through my thoracic spine. Crisscross comes around to the side, so you can see my low back and my arm in this position. It should basically stay locked in as I press up above my head. And then it comes back down. My torso, in other words, isn't moving, and my arm finishes in line with my ear above my head in this position. In other words, what we're not seeing is something like this, whereby when I've leant back, see how this arm is now in front of my body rather than in line with my ears. That shifts the focus ever so slightly away from the shoulder and into a little bit more of the upper chest. And it means I've not actually expressed the full range that my shoulder has. So I have to make sure I'm sat bolt upright. I can do this on a flat bench, or I can get a bench bolt upright with me, and then it's able to press and extend directly above that position with no movement from the spine. If you do that correctly, you'll get a great shoulder press.